7 p.m., but there's always time for fairies. Can you see? Ooh, mushroom. Look at the mushroom houses. I thought this up was like only 2 miles of up, but it keeps going. I don't know. Maybe it's 2 miles. Everything feels longer than what's written in the AWOL guide. And that has been a shared sentiment among everyone I've spoken to. So, who knows? And there is even proof. I can't remember. It was something like there was 1.5 mile from one campsite to a shelter. And the one guy had his GPS unit on him. And his GPS said 2.1. That's a huge gap in accuracy for something. Somebody's GPS wasn't right, or I don't know. I assume the AWOL guide is trying to match the AT mile number of, what is it, like 20, is it 2178, 2278, something like that. It's about 2200, so I think 2178. And so they might change their mile numbers so that it all matches to that. I don't know, but it's definitely less than it's supposed to be. Hey, I put money on that, and I do not put money on anything. So what else? Oh, I wanted to make an update on the Siler Bald shelter. I said don't go, but actually now that I've been hiking for a while, there's not much water after Siler Bald, so you have to fill up at Moore's Creek Campground, which is about 3 miles from Siler Bald, and then maybe, you know, you get 2 or 3 liters, you'll be okay to the next spot. But there's not really a great campground either for quite a while. So if your end of day is coming up around Moore's Creek or Siler Bald, I recommend probably just 3 miles is a lot. Stopping at Moore's Creek maybe. But here it is, very close. There's a nice little campground here. So I think I forgot to mention the first part. This is oh crap, what bald were we just showing you photos from? Showing you videos of. Where bald? Where? This is the whatever bald shelter. Yeah, it's kind of raining. There was a huge little tornado of little column of rain that we could see from the bald, and we were like, uh-oh. It was coming towards us. It was coming in our direction, but it looks like we're maybe on the outskirts of that. There's some rain, but it's not too much. I don't know if it's going to get worse or if this is it. But I'm going to hide out in the shelter for a second to figure it out. But so I figured I'd show you guys. Check out. Uh-oh, it's coming down more. Uh-oh, I made it just in time. So we have a nice, what bald shelter is this? It's in memory of Anne and Larry McDuff. So thank you, Anne and Larry McDuff. Doesn't have the name. Wow, I got in here just in time. You can hear the rain coming now. Again, wow. Knock on wood. I am so lucky. So, and there's the privy. And what else? I guess that's it. I'm just gonna hike probably until 8 o'clock, and then I'll set up my campsite. If I can hike really fast, then I can get. But no, I don't know. Maybe in 2 hours I can get there. Well, I'll take a look at my map and see what happens. See what happens. Yeah, a little restless. I'm worried about letting, I don't know. It's possible I'll get rained on. We got clouds. They're not moving. So I don't know which way they're going. Which way the clouds are moving. We got blue to the right and we got gray to the left. So we'll see which one hits me. So although it's not raining, my feet, my shoes and socks are still soaked because the trail is too tiny and all of the wet grass, sticking over the trail is enough to soak your feet. So I only have one pair of socks right now because I lost one pair of undies, which I think I told you guys about. Did I tell you about that? I don't think I mentioned it in a video yet. Alright, hold on. Story to come. And then I lost a pair of socks and I have no clue where those socks went. The last I remember, I put them in my bag. And then when I went to do laundry, they were no longer in my bag. So I'm going to do about a week with only one pair of socks, which oh well. Just I want to wear wet socks all the time because they're never going to dry. So I'm just gonna wear wet socks and I have shoes at home, so my parents are gonna send me a nice little resupply box with socks, and I already bought undies, so I don't need those, and some powdered peanut butter, nutritional yeast, and coconut milk powder. So I'll be nice and resupplied just before the Smokies, and I'll be ready to do 7 days in a row out there without going to Gatlinburg. Because I heard, you can get some real good food in Gatlinburg, but I hear it's like a one person, no offense to anybody. I have not been there, this is not my word. But someone who was coming southbound said, Gatlinburg, yuck, it's a bunch of super fat people smoking. He said that was his description of the town, and a few of the local people said, yeah, that's an adequate description. So, undies. Yeah, let's see. So it happened very early on. Back when I was hiking with Walker and Paul, aka Cool Breeze, aka Lux, aka TBD, to be determined. And so anyway, I was hiking, I did some laundry in the creek, I just water washed, I didn't use any soap, and I was hanging things on the side of my pack, letting them dry, and I'm just hiking, and I get to like my campsite, and I'm like, looking to hang things up off of my bag, and I'm like, where's my underwear? And I'm searching through my bag, and I'm like, oh, no, where is that? So I'm like, oh, geez, it must have fallen out or something. So now I don't have my underwear. And then later on that day, or the next day, I don't remember. Yeah, the next day, I get to a shelter, and there's a group of people there, and if you go to my blog, you can see a picture of all those people, and they're talking about all the stuff they've seen on the trail, like, oh, did you see that shirt? Oh man, yeah, that shirt, I almost picked it up. And then they're like, oh, did you see that blue rag? And they're like, oh yeah, you mean Blue Rag Rock? And then they're like, oh, did you see the underwear? And then everyone's like, yeah, what was with that? I was like, oh no, I kept my mouth shut. I did not say a damn thing about that to these strangers. I didn't know them well enough to say anything. But then Walker and Paul, they come up to that shelter after everyone leaves, and they start talking about, did you see the underwear? And I was like, yeah, those are mine. And so they chuckled, and my trail name almost became Undies, but I'm thankful that it is not. And now my trail name is Hawk. Luckily I got Hawk before I got Undies. and so anyway, they told me it was perfectly placed on these two sticks, like someone had purposely put them there. But they just got pulled out of my they got pulled out of my little strap that I was hanging them on. So anyway, that's the underwear story. I lost the underwear and I lost socks. Let's see. I'm tired of losing things. Oh my God. Hopefully I can hold on to my stuff from now on. Alright, so I just came down. That looks pretty cool, that little tunnel. And then there's like this trail, or like that open space. There's back there's that open space. There's this open space. There's this open space. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point crossing. But this one has the white blaze. I don't know. That's like an okay place to camp. Nice place to put up a tent if there's water. But I didn't see any blue blazes on anything. But I just wanted to show you guys that, because that was like, I've never seen that. That was very confusing. There's no markings on any of those. So I don't know if those are fire roads or what. That was interesting though. Look at this perfect water source. Boom. Just a perfect little hole. There's even another waterfall down here. Oh. What's inside, Mr. Gnome? Ooh. I found this nice little, this is the trail, and there's water just down there, and it continues around that way. And then there's this nice little camp spot, and I was like, alright, I'm just going to camp here. That's perfect. I'll just get moving early. And then I tried to find a bear hang in there. And I think I just spent the past hour trying to hang a bag of food. I couldn't find a good tree. Well, I found the perfect tree, except it's a dead tree, and I could not pull on it. I don't think. I think if I pulled on it to get the bag up, I did a perfect rock throw, and everything was nice and tidy. But then when I was pulling on the cord on the bag to get it up, that tree was, and I don't think it would have stayed up. So I was like, alright, let me find a new one. And then I could not find a new one in this area. So I found like a crappy spot to hang. And then, I had all sorts of problems. And then, yep, I finally hung it. But that was torture. That was very painful. Wow. But okay, there's only so much sunlight left, so now I gotta put up my tent. Can you hear the birds? So now I'm at this campsite all by myself. And then I heard, I don't know, some kind of, sounded like a big thing breathing. Not that far away. Very consistent rhythm. And I heard some branches and things. And I was like, is it a walker? Is it someone walking? Because it was kind of like, it was in a rhythm, the sound, and it kind of could have been footsteps, kind of could have been breathing, kind of could have been something else. A little bit nervous now.